Hey, Pastor Josh here. We're reading Genesis chapter 16, verses 11 through 16. This is the angel of the Lord. Remember, I'm saying this is the Lord. This is God Himself, especially how Hagar responds to the angel of the Lord. And the angel of the Lord said to her, to Hagar, remember, Hagar had been running away from Sarah because she had mistreated her. And the angel of the Lord said, Behold, you are pregnant, and shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has listened to your affliction. The word Ishmael means God hears. And so here we see that God listens, He understands, and then we see even in Ishmael's case that God is going to be blessing even those that are not a part of the family of God. Ishmael, at least Ishmael's descendants, will end up rejecting God and not following after the Lord. And so we see that God is even blessing Ishmael physically. He's taking care of him because God indeed does bless all people. And God listens. He heard what happened to Hagar. He heard what happened to Ishmael. So every time Hagar is going to say Ishmael's name, she's going to remember that the Lord listened to her. And he shall be a wild donkey of a man, his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he shall dwell over against his kinsmen. This goes back to this idea that Ishmael and the Israelites will have problems one with another. In fact, he will be a wild donkey of a man, meaning that he will be all over the place. He will be wandering here, wandering there, and not having a specific place to dwell. Then when he does, he's going to dwell over against all his kinsmen, meaning that he will not only dwell beside them, but also that they will have problems and feuds one with another. So she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, You are a God of seeing. So here you go. Here's where I take this as the angel of the Lord actually being God. So she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. So verse 13 seems to say clearly that this angel of the Lord was the Lord Himself. You are a God of seeing. So not only is He a God who listens, He is a God who sees. For she said, Truly here I have seen Him who looks after me. What a great example that would be for us to follow, is to praise the Lord when He meets us in the places that we are. I have seen Him who looks after me. God sees us. He takes care of us. He is aware of everything that is going on. Therefore the well was called Beer Lahai Roi. It lies between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore Ishmael. I think it's important to see that Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore Ishmael. So Hagar has come back, and Abram is naming Ishmael the very name that God told Hagar to name him. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. I pray that's been a blessing to you all. I'll see you in the next video.